All right, good morning, sports fans. Where in the world is Wayne today? Well, today I am in Santiago, Chile. Been here for 16 days with Dave over there. And we've been waiting for Miss Ray to show up. I've actually been healing from a broken leg, my first day in Chile. But it's better. And so today we're heading south. We're going to go to wine country, then Puerto Montt in a couple of days. So say hello, Dave. All right, so anyway, let's go for a ride. Bye. So we had heard a lot about the Maule Valley, one of the great wine regions in Chile, and we chose a town called Talca to set up camp. Unfortunately, when we went out to visit the wineries, they were closed. There were no tours. Apparently it's left over from COVID. So we went back to the hotel and we said, hey, we'd like to go see a winery. And they said, well, it just so happens that our family owns one and they're having a party tonight. We'll arrange for a cab to take you out there. So from there, we headed down to Puerto Montt. Now, a week later, we will have a reservation out of Puerto Montt heading down to the Carretera Austral, which is going to take us into Patagonia. In the meantime, we decided we've got a week to kill here. Let's head over to Chiloé Island. It's a huge island southwest of Puerto Montt that's famous for its penguins and old Spanish churches. All right, good morning, sports fans. Where in the world is Wayne today? Well, today we have left Puerto Montt, and it's me and Ray and Dave, and we have just gone on a ferry here that is going to take us across the channel over to Chiloé Island, and we're going to go and try and see some penguins and some whales and spend a few days here before we head back to Puerto Montt. So anyway, should be a fun ride. See you soon. So we get off the ferry on Chiloé Island, and I did not get to do a lot of camping in Mexico and Central America because of all the rain. So I wanted to go camping. Dave and Ray decided to go to Ancud and get a hotel room. I went to Punihuil, which is a town right near where the penguins are, and I stayed at one of the most stunning campsites I've ever seen. It sits up on this tall cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean. The views were absolutely stunning. The weather was beautiful, although I did get a little bit of rain my first night there. But just spectacular, spectacular country. And they had cows, which was really fun to kind of hang out with the cows. After I got settled at camp, I headed down to the area where the penguin tour boats were operating. I told Dave and Ray that I would go down and secure us some tickets for the next day. Got to the beach, and for the first time in my life, I got to ride my motorcycle on a beach, which was kind of fine. When I got to the entrance, the guy gave me a card, and he said, go to this place and you can get tickets. So guy stops me on the beach. He asks where I'm going. I say I want to go to this tour company. And he points me in the right direction, and off we go. And then I get stopped by a second guy who says the same thing, where are you headed? And then I finally make it to the company that's going to take us out for our tour the next day. Okay. I get our tickets, and then I hop back on the bike and head back to my camp. All right, well, here we are, the three of us. We are on this big, long cart with a whole bunch of other people. We're going to be getting on this boat out here. And we're going to go see some penguins today. So we're on the island of Chiloé in Chile, and we're going to go see penguins. Let's go. I didn't think we'd all get on this boat. There's a lot of seats on here, right? All right, so we think that the penguins are on these islands right out here. From a distance, it looked like we could see them. So, well,
bueno.
And that's where the other boats are.
Muy bueno. Bueno, acá tenemos la segunda colonia de pingüinos. Ahí tenemos al ganso marino, es el macho, se llaman caranca. Al fondo podemos ver un pingüino de Humboldt, miren, de los 4 que están al fondo atrás, el que está hacia la mano derecha. El que tiene la guatita más sucia, arriba, entre medio.
Uno más.
Ya, un carojo,
Sí, porque caen cupes de más.
There we go. Stop wiggling it, would you, Dave?
Huh?
Stop wiggling the cart. Gracias. So from there we headed down to Castro, a town kind of in the center of Chiloé Island. And the reason was we wanted to see the churches of Chiloé. These churches were built in the 18th and 19th centuries, and they're kind of a fusion of Spanish Jesuit culture and the local natives' population skills. And they were named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000. So Castro seemed like a great spot as a jumping off point to go see some of these churches. So once we got to Castro, we saw our very first one of those churches right in downtown Castro. In addition, we saw some street performers and we got to pet the local street dogs, which of course are everywhere in Latin America. And Castro was just this really cute little town. Spent the night there, and the next morning we headed off to Chiloé Island, which has 3 of those churches, and caught a ferry over to Chiloé and then rode around that island exploring some of the churches. Anyway, Chiloé Island was absolutely fantastic. We are so glad that we went there. In the next video, we are going to be leaving Puerto Montt and heading down to Patagonia. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next ride. Ciao!